Hello and welcome, my friend. I'm really happy you're here with me today, right now. As you're listening to this, maybe you're on your way to school or work. Maybe you're sitting quietly in your room, relaxing after a long day. Or maybe you've just started your morning and you're sipping your coffee, ready to begin again. Wherever you are, whoever you are, this moment is for you. Take a deep breath with me, slowly in and slowly out. Let's be present together, just you and me. Two people sharing a conversation across the world. You're here today because you want to learn English. But more than that, you're here because you want to grow, to improve, to keep going. And I want to tell you that's something to be proud of. Now, let me ask you something simple. How was your day? Or, how is your day going so far? Maybe it's just beginning. Maybe it's already halfway through. Or maybe you're just winding down for the night. Every day is different, full of little moments, decisions, emotions. Some days feel productive, others feel messy. Some days bring peace, and others bring stress. But the beautiful thing is, every day is a fresh chance to practice, to speak, to listen, to learn. That's why today's practice is about something we all have in common, our daily routines. Yes, the simple, everyday actions we do. Waking up, brushing our teeth, having breakfast, getting dressed, checking our phones, going to school or work, talking with friends, coming home, and relaxing before sleep. These actions may seem small, but they are powerful. They are what make up our lives. They are also a wonderful way to practice English, because daily routines are full of useful, real-life vocabulary. So today, I want to take you on a journey through a day in English. But not just my day. We'll talk about your day and the day of people around the world. Because right now, as you listen, there are people listening to from India, Pakistan, Brazil, Egypt, France, Nigeria, Indonesia, the Philippines, the US, and so many other places. All of us connected by this beautiful goal to improve our English and to express ourselves better. So let's imagine for a moment. In one part of the world, it's early morning. A young man in Turkey is getting ready for school. He's packing his backpack, making sure his books and lunch are ready. The sun is rising, and he's yawning as he puts on his shoes. In another place, maybe Argentina, someone is just coming home from work. She's tired, her feet hurt. She opens the door to her apartment, takes a deep breath, and kicks off her shoes. She's thinking about what to eat for dinner, and maybe, right now, in the Philippines, a mother is preparing breakfast for her family. The kitchen smells of eggs and rice. Her children are slowly waking up, and the house is beginning to fill with life. Somewhere in Nigeria, someone is getting dressed for a big job interview. He's nervous but hopeful. He looks in the mirror, straightens his shirt, and says to himself, I can do this. In Korea, a university student is staying up late to study for an exam. Her eyes are tired, but her heart is strong. To make her parents proud. In Italy, someone is walking their dog through the quiet streets, listening to this exact video as the sun sets, and you, wherever you are, you're part of this big, beautiful world. That's what makes this practice special. You're not alone. You're learning with people across the globe, different lives, different cultures, but the same desire to grow, to speak better English, to understand more, to be understood. So, let's talk. Not as teacher and student, but as people. Tell me, what time did you wake up today? What was the first thing you did? Did you stretch your arms? Did you reach for your phone? Maybe you washed your face, made some tea or coffee, or sat in silence. For a few minutes, was your morning fast or slow? Some people wake up and immediately start moving, shower, dress, breakfast, out the door. Others move slowly, taking their time to greet the day gently. And what about after that? Did you go to school or work? Or maybe you're working from home. Did you travel by bus, train, car, walk? And what about meals? What did you have for breakfast? Something light, maybe toast or fruit, or something heavy like rice, eggs, paratha, porridge. Maybe you skipped breakfast. It happens. Some people are not morning eaters. What about lunch, dinner? Did you eat with your family, with friends, or alone? Did you cook at home or buy something outside? And between all these activities, what moments stood out? Did you laugh today? Did you get upset? Did you feel proud of something? Did you feel tired? You see, every little part of your routine, even brushing your teeth or making your bed, can be a chance to practice English. How? By describing it. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m., I brush my teeth and take a shower. I eat cereal and drink coffee. I leave the house at 8 a.m. and take the bus to school. I have lunch at 1 p.m. with my colleagues. I finish work at 5 p.m. and walk home. I relax in the evening by watching a movie. I go to bed at 10 p.m. Simple, right? But speaking about your daily routine helps build strong English foundations. These are the sentences you'll use every day. So today, as we go deeper, I want you to think about your own routine. Don't just listen to mine, talk about yours. In your head or out loud, try to say it in English. And don't worry if it's not perfect. That's not the goal. The goal is practice. And the more you practice speaking about your own life, the more confident you'll feel. So here's a little activity to try as we go along. After every section, pause the video and try repeating the sentences. Or, even better, answer me like you're talking to a friend. That's what I want this to feel like. A conversation. A slow, relaxed, motivating talk where you feel safe, understood, and supported. Because I believe in you. I really do. You're learning. You're growing. You're doing something amazing. And you're showing up again and again. That's how progress happens. Not all at once. Not in a big moment, but in small, quiet actions, like listening to this video today. So thank you for being here, for choosing growth, for choosing yourself. We have a lot to explore together. Let's keep going, and now, let's talk more about why listening is such an important part of learning English. Now that we've talked about your day and mine, let's dive into something that's often overlooked in language learning: listening. Listening is where everything begins. Long before we ever spoke our first words in our first language, we were listeners. We listened to the people around us. We listened to how they spoke, how they moved, how they laughed, how they said hello and goodbye without realizing it. We copied those patterns. That's exactly how you can improve your English. Not just by reading textbooks or memorizing rules, but by listening to natural speech every day. Right now, as you're listening to me speak, you're doing exactly what your brain needs. You're absorbing rhythm, tone, emotion, vocabulary, and sentence structure. You're training your ears to recognize the sounds of real English, and that is powerful. Because the more you listen, the more you understand, and the more you understand, the more confident you become in speaking and thinking in English. Now, Let's connect this to your daily life. Think about your normal day again. What do you do in the morning? Maybe you brush your teeth, prepare breakfast, or take a shower. Those are quiet moments, and you can fill them with English. You can listen to English podcasts, English videos like this one, English songs, or even voice notes. The goal is not to understand every single word. No, the goal is to get comfortable with the sound and feel of the language. Let me show you how easy it can be. Imagine this morning routine. You wake up and play this video as you stretch. You listen as you get dressed. While making breakfast, you hear simple phrases in English. I wake up at 7 a.m. I make a cup of tea. I take the bus to work. You may already know these phrases, but hearing them again and again helps your brain remember. Just like music, if you hear a song 5 times, you start to sing along. Language is the same. Your brain loves repetition, and repetition through listening creates real, lasting improvement. Now, let's travel a bit, shall we? Let's visit some listeners from around the world and see how they use listening in their daily routines. In Morocco, a student plays English audio while walking to university. It's a 25-minute walk, and she listens to the same podcast every day, even if she doesn't understand it all. Over time, her ears adjust. Words become familiar. In Pakistan, a man listens to English news while having tea. He doesn't worry about the difficult vocabulary. He just listens and absorbs what he can. In Germany, a woman listens to short English stories before bed. It's her evening routine. It helps her sleep and helps her learn. In Kenya, a teenager plays English music while cleaning the house. He sings along, even if some of the words are wrong. That's okay. He's practicing. You see, listening doesn't always mean sitting down with full focus and taking notes. Sometimes it's simply being surrounded by English, letting it become a part of your day. Now imagine your own life. When could you add English listening? While cooking, while exercising, during your commute, before sleeping. You don't need 2 hours. Even 10 or 15 minutes of listening can make a big difference, especially if you do it every day. And here's something even more important. Listening helps you think in English. Yes, that's one of the biggest benefits. When you listen often, your brain starts to recognize sentence patterns. It starts thinking in phrases, not just words. Instead of translating from your native language, your brain starts to feel the structure of English. This is what makes your speech smoother and more natural. Let's try something right now. Say this out loud with me. I wake up at 6:30. I brush my teeth and take a shower. I drink a cup of tea and eat breakfast. Then I go to work. Say it again. Try to make it feel smooth. You didn't memorize those phrases, right? But just by hearing them and repeating them, you've practiced sentence flow. That's listening in action. And guess what? This is how native speakers learned English, too. Not by memorizing grammar rules, but by listening, speaking, repeating, and correcting over time. So if you ever feel like you're not learning fast enough, remember, listening is learning, even when it feels passive. Even when you're just hearing, you're actually training your brain. And the more you do it, the more natural English will feel. Let's go back to daily routines now, because they are full of perfect listening moments. In the morning, you can listen while preparing for your day. During your break, you can play a short video. After work, you can relax and listen to a story. Before bed, you can slow down with a calm voice. in English. This is learning through life. This is how you grow without stress or pressure. So, as you continue this video and listen to more examples of daily routines, remember this: you are building fluency, one sentence, one moment, one day at a time, and every time you choose to listen, you move forward. That's something to be proud of. Let's keep going. In the next part, we'll walk through a full example of a daily routine with clear, useful phrases and expressions you can use to talk about your own day. And remember, you can pause and practice with me anytime. Ready? Let's continue. Let's take a gentle walk through a full day, from morning to night, as we go. I'll guide you through natural English expressions and vocabulary. You can repeat after me. Imagine we're side by side having this conversation together. Let's begin with the morning. The alarm rings. You open your eyes slowly. It's early. You feel the light from the window, or maybe it's still dark outside. You sit up in bed, rub your eyes, stretch your arms, and yawn. Then you stand up and begin your morning routine. Maybe you say something like, I wake up at 6:30 a.m. every day. I stretch, then I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth and wash my face. You look in the mirror. Maybe you still feel sleepy. That's okay. You have time. You head to the kitchen. You prepare breakfast. You might say, I make a cup of coffee or tea. I usually eat toast, eggs, or fruit. Sometimes I skip breakfast if I'm in a hurry. You check your phone, read the news, maybe reply to a few messages. Then you get dressed. You might say, I wear a uniform to work. Today I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt. I always check the weather before I choose my clothes. Some of you are students. You pack your bag with books and notebooks. Others are professionals. You check your calendar. You make a to-do list. You think about what meetings or projects you have ahead. Now you step outside. Some people walk. Some ride a bike. Some take the bus, train, or car. And some work from home. You might say, I leave the house at 8 a.m. I take the subway to my office. I work from home, so I start at my desk. Once your work or school begins, your routine changes. You attend classes. You meet with colleagues. You send emails. You take notes. You solve problems. You create ideas. Your brain is busy. You stay focused. You try your best. At lunchtime, maybe you eat with others, or by yourself. You might say, I eat lunch at 1 p.m. I usually have rice and vegetables. I sometimes eat out, but I prefer homemade food. After lunch, you return to work or school. You feel a little sleepy. You drink water, maybe another cup of tea or coffee. You finish your tasks, attend your last class, and begin to wind down. Then it's time to go home. Evenings look different for everyone. Some people go to the gym. Some take care of family. Some go shopping. Some watch movies or study more. You might say, I get home around 6 p.m. I rest for a while. Then I help with dinner. I enjoy watching a TV series to relax. At dinner, some of you sit with your families. Others sit alone, quietly, peacefully. You reflect on your day. You might say, dinner is my favorite time of the day. I talk to my children about their day. I like to eat and listen to music. Then comes the night. Maybe you take a shower, read a book, scroll through social media, or prepare for the next day. Before bed, you think about your goals. You might say, I feel tired, but proud. I didn't finish everything. but I did my best. I'm learning, I'm improving, I'm moving forward. Then you lie in bed, the lights go off, and your day ends just like that. All these moments, they may seem ordinary, but when you describe them in English, they become tools of learning. That's the power of talking about your daily routine. You're not only practicing language, you're sharing your life. And through this practice, you're building a deeper connection with English, not just as a subject, but as a part of who you are. Let's pause for a moment, breathe, and remember this: your life, your day, has meaning, even in the small actions, even in the quiet hours. Even when you feel like you haven't done enough, you are growing. Language lives in daily life, so the more you speak about your real world, your mornings, your meals, your evenings, the stronger your English becomes. Let's move to our final thoughts. Before we end this practice, I want to speak to you directly from the heart. You are doing something important, something powerful. You are learning a language, not in a classroom, not under pressure, but in the most natural, human way. By listening, thinking, connecting, and reflecting. And I want you to know this: it's okay to take your time. It's okay if you don't understand everything today. It's okay if you make mistakes, because progress is not a straight line. It goes up, it dips down, it rises again. And that's normal. What matters is not speed, but consistency. What matters is not perfection, but presence. You showed up today, you listened, you imagined, you reflected, you spoke. That's real practice. That's real growth. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to wait until you're fluent to enjoy English. You can enjoy it right now, through songs, through movies, through stories, through conversations, through daily routines, just like we did today. So, here's your challenge, and it's a gentle one. Today, I want you to speak or write about your own day in English. You can say it out loud to yourself. You can write it in a notebook. You can send it to a friend. Or you can just think it in your mind. Describe your routine step by step, even if it's simple, even if it's short, because the more you use your language in your real life, the more natural it becomes. And tomorrow, you can do it again. That's how fluency is born. That's how confidence is built. That's how you become the English speaker you've always wanted to be. Not all at once, but every day, little by little, moment by moment. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Thank you for choosing to learn, to improve, to believe in yourself. I'll be here with you again soon for more listening, more practice, and more connection. Until then, keep listening, keep speaking, keep growing, and remember, every day is a new chance to become a better version of yourself. You've got this. Take care, and see you in the next video.